The average person that sees their fellow Jew violating Shabbat, living a life of secularism, even if you yourself are religious, the average person doesn't care enough to the point where they're willing to make themselves uncomfortable by having these uncomfortable conversations, by having these types of rebukes out of love, but are not necessarily always lovely. The average person says, listen, yeah, let him live his life. Why do I have to? I don't know him. And you're right, generally speaking, the people that you should try to help as far as giving a rebuke are people that you know, they have a connection to, they're more likely to be receptive. You could still help strangers by giving them the USBs, go to the Kiruv store, get one of these books, or get one of these books, more likely, or some of the other things we have in there, and distribute it in your community. People will learn more Torah, people will understand more and more of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded. So you can help the people that are close to you directly by talking to them, by sharing lectures. You can help people that are strangers by giving them books and so on. And you can also obviously donate to support. But those that have become what we know of as Gdolei Israel, were not only Gdolim because of the amount of Torah that they learned, the amount of knowledge they possessed, the amount of holiness they've acquired, but rather because of how they changed their nature, because they weren't born that way. They changed their nature to such an extent that they removed that selfishness, that carelessness, and replaced it with an instinct that simply does not allow them to sit quiet while their fellow Jews, while their brothers and sisters are going in the wrong path. They could not stay quiet while Hashem's name is being desecrated. They cannot stay quiet while the Torah is being disgraced. Now, we may not be Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aaron HaKohen, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't expect us to be. There was one Pinchas, and that's what it's going to be. But to change our instincts when it's for the sake of improving financials, sounds good. To change our instincts for the sake of improving marriage relationships, sounds good. To change our instincts for the sake of health, sounds good. Eat less, eat different food, talk less, do this, do that. All of those things sound good. But when you hear about changing your instincts when it comes to caring about your fellow Jew, when it comes to caring about the ultimate destiny, or destination, I should say, of your fellow Jew and where they're going, changing your instincts because you care about Hashem, and therefore you're not going to allow yourself to stay quiet while HaKadosh Baruch Hu's name is being desecrated. You're not going to allow yourself to stay quiet while you see your fellow Jew in your community driving to shul. You're not going to stay quiet while you see your brothers and sisters, even if you don't know them, continue to simply be in delusion, in a deluded life, deluded ideology, thinking that God needs them and that they're not going to get punished no matter what, and all types of other foolish things that, unfortunately, the Satan has convinced people to believe. You're not going to be able to stay quiet. And not everybody's a good speaker. Not everybody's a good communicator. But the good news is that Kadosh Baruch Hu did give us other tools today, where each person can be a Pinchas. How? Taking time out of every single day and doing kiruv during that time. Whether it's taking our lectures and sharing it with all of your friends, family, and contacts, or it's taking some of the books and every day going and distributing it to different houses, different people, different shuls, different yeshivot, different Jewish markets, or the USBs, or arranging lectures, or using your talents and abilities to help spread the message, or a bunch of other things. We literally have a whole kiruv guide full of ideas, and there are plenty more that can be created. Why? Not because you are Pinchas, but rather because you are you, and you're trying to be a better version of you. Not for the sake of profiting money, not for the sake of improving your diet, not for the sake of any personal interest, but rather for the sake of the benefit of your fellow Jew and your connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, your Father in heaven. And instead of being the average person who doesn't care, or a little bit better than average person that cares only once in a while, some people listening to this will choose to be a Pinchas for a small part of every single day. Maybe 5 minutes, half hour, an hour, maybe more. But they'll choose to be Pinchas for a little bit every day. A little bit of every day they're going to distribute some kiruv material. A little bit every day they're going to arrange another event. A little bit every day they're going to do something to help their fellow Jews get closer to Hashem, both in the religious community and in the non-religious community. And not just with people that they know, that it's their family, that it's their brother, it's their sister, it's their mother, but also with people they don't know. Some people are going to listen to this and choose to be Pinchas. And it's because you don't have to kill anybody. In fact, you're bringing them back their life.